Hello friends, welcome to Lucifer Talks. This is Danny and I'm happy to connect with you with latest updates and news on Canadian education, work permit, study permit, and other pertinent information around immigration aspects. If you haven't done so far, then you may want to like and subscribe to my channel Lucifer Talks, as this will keep you engaged with the latest updates. Just today, on August 24th, 2020, a new press update has been shared by the Honourable Marco Mendicino, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Canada. According to the release, Minister Mendicino has said that we have heard from employers who continue to face challenges recruiting and hiring the workers they need during this pandemic. At the same time, some visitors in Canada may be able to contribute their skills where there are labor shortages. So this is some kind of a good news. The measures introduced today will now allow visitors to apply for work permits without having to leave the country first. This exemption from the normal temporary work permit requirements is aimed at removing barriers to create a more agile workforce that leverages visitors with the skills and experience to accelerate our economic recovery. The new temporary public policy will allow visitors to apply for a work permit, without having to leave Canada. These changes are intended to benefit the employers who are still facing difficulties finding workers. So the visitors who are currently in Canada and who have a valid job offer will be able to apply for an employer-specific work permit, and if approved, in principle, they won't have to leave the country thanks to this new public policy announced by Honourable Marco Mendicino, Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Canada. So this temporary policy change is a blessing in disguise, and it takes effect immediately and will benefit employers in Canada who continue to face difficulties finding the workers. As temporary residents who would like to contribute their labor and skills to Canada's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic, it certainly brings more hope. During the pandemic, temporary residents who remained in Canada were encouraged to maintain valid legal status. With air travel limited around the world, some visitors to Canada have been unable to leave, while some foreign workers had to change their status to visitor because their work permit was expiring and they didn't have a job offer to be able to apply for a new work permit. Some employers in Canada have also faced ongoing labor and skills shortages throughout this period, including those who provide important goods and services that Canadians rely on. So, to be eligible, an applicant looking to benefit from this temporary public policy must follow and adhere to certain rules and regulations. They must have a valid status in Canada as a visitor as on August 24, 2020 and remain in Canada. Have a job offer. Submit an application for an employer-specific work permit that is supported by Labour Market Impact Assessment (LMIA) or LMIA-exempt offer of employment no later than March 31st, 2021. They should also meet all other admissibility criteria, so no criminal record, no fraud, you'll be good. So this temporary public policy also provides the opportunity for applicants who meet these criteria and who had a valid work permit in the past 12 months to begin working for their new employer before their work permit application has been fully approved. To do so, they need to follow the instructions for the process described by the Ministry of Citizenship and Immigration Canada. So a quick recap so that you understand it again. Any type of visitor, again, any type of visitor who meets the criteria is eligible to apply under this new public policy, including super visa holders, business visitors, and those who entered Canada through a global skills strategy work permit exemption. Foreign nationals who arrive in Canada as visitors after August 24, 2020 are not eligible under this new public policy. Prior to this temporary policy changes, a person applying as a temporary resident would usually need to apply for their initial work permit before they came to Canada. If they were already in Canada with visitor status when they were approved for a work permit, they would need to leave Canada and return before their work permit was issued to them. So my friends, here's a chance for you, if you're a visitor, to change your status into a work permit holder. So I hope you have found this information useful and you are able to take some benefit out of it. Stay tuned with Lucifer Talks, and goodbye for now. Take care. We'll meet again in our next video.